Here's the last one that I want to share. And this is also a bit of a revelation when I discovered this. And that is that people tell themselves, or I hear from people as well, that I can't make decisions. I can't make decisions. And whatever we tell our mind becomes the truth. As I've shared on previous videos, your mind doesn't know what's true. Your mind only knows what you tell it. It's literally a clean slate. And whatever you tell it becomes your reality. So if you tell yourself the world is a horrible place, chances are you are going to see the world that, well, not chances are, you will see the world in that way. And your behaviors will reflect that thinking. If you think someone's not a nice person, when they ask you out for a coffee, you're going to immediately say no. So our thinking or our beliefs that we put up here, what we tell our mind dictates our automatic behaviors, which then creates the quality of our lives. And one of the things that people tend to tell themselves, I can't make decisions, I can't make decisions. Well, then that becomes our reality. Because if we tell ourselves we can't make decisions, our brains are going to dictate the behavior that's going to fit in with the narrative that we have. As I said, we are writing a story, our story, my story, your story, called our life, right? Our life. And whatever we put on that story becomes the truth, but all stories can change. It's called a twist. It's called a change in the plot, right? You know, when we watch a movie and we go, I can't believe that just happened. Well, we can create, I can't believe that just happened, by starting to believe that we can make decisions. But you may be thinking, okay, Joe, I don't want to start living in a world of delusion that I can make decisions, because that's just positive thinking. And I agree with you. I'm against positive thinking. I'm into practical, realistic thinking, because positive thinking doesn't necessarily have anything to stand on. You want to be able to stand on evidence. So where's the evidence that you can make decisions? And here it is. So when people tell themselves that they can't make decisions, it's normally when it comes to big decisions, and therefore they generalize. One of the biggest distortions that people make is to generalize. When something doesn't work, they make it the rule for everything, right? It's like someone gets into a car crash and then they say, right, that's it, going in a car is dangerous. Really? What about the thousands of times that you've been in a car and there's been no car crash? Why are you making this one experience the rule for all? What about the thousands of experiences or the millions of people who are on the road who don't get into a car crash every day? You're not looking at all the evidence. So when we have a difficult decision and we start telling our brain that takes everything in and starts acting from it that I can't make decisions, that's an overgeneralization, because it's not true. You make decisions every single day. You made a decision to watch this video. You made a decision, hopefully, to get dressed before you left the house. You hopefully made a decision to eat. You hopefully made a decision to go to work. You probably made a decision to go out with some friends. You made a decision to treat yourself to a piece of chocolate. We are making decisions every single moment of the day, because otherwise we'd be standing still like this, right? We wouldn't do anything. In order to do anything, you have to make a decision. You have to tell your brain to do something. I want to do this, or I want to go away from this. That's making a decision. We are making thousands and thousands and thousands of little decisions every single day. So to tell our brain that we can't make decisions is utter distortion and utter garbage. It just is, because it's not true. It's overgeneralizing one area that we are struggling in. So let's start telling our brain the truth. The truth is that we can make decisions. We can make decisions. And what we need to tell our brain is, instead of that I can't make that big decision, is what do I need to do to be able to be okay with making that big decision? And I've shared some ideas over here. But instead of looking at what's not working, let's start asking the question, what do I need to do so that I can overcome it? What can I do to be okay with making that big decision? And as I said, I've shared some ideas over here, but let's change our thinking. Instead of creating these gross, distorted generalizations of I can't make a decision, which becomes our reality that our brain works from, let's start looking at the bigger picture, the whole evidence. And that is that we are making thousands of decisions every single day. Oh yes, we're struggling with a big decision, but that doesn't mean we can't make decisions. It just means we have to grow. Like going back to the gym, we're now on a bigger weight. Okay, so it doesn't mean I can't lift it up. It just means I have to build the technique and I have to build the strength to be able to overcome it. And it's going to be challenging. It's going to be difficult. It's not always going to work out. Life doesn't go in a straight line. So we have to make sure the language that we're telling our mind is true. The narrative, the stories that we're telling our mind is true. But if we're telling our mind a story that I can't make decisions, well, that's then going to be the thing that holds us back, because our brain is going to work from it. When it sees a big decision it's going to have to make, it's going to get you into that avoidance trap, because it's going to guide you based on what you told it. And you told it you can't make decisions, which is utter garbage. So the last point I'm trying to make is like this. Speak the truth. Live by the whole evidence. And so many people get caught up on one experience in life, and that becomes the rule for all. And they blind themselves to all the other previous experiences that contradict this one moment. So live by the truth. See the whole picture and make sure that you're telling your brain what's really going to serve you based upon the whole evidence, and that is that you can make decisions. I make thousands of decisions every single day. I've just got to find a way to become strong enough so I can deal with this big decision.